Hi everybody! I have recently watched the video from Bree from Documented Journey where she showed everything that she was currently using, and I decided that I would do the same. And I don't know, like last month or so, I posted a video of my mid-year check-in for 2019, and I showed all of the changes that I've made in the setups that I have, but I didn't actually put everything I'm currently using together and show it in that video. So I thought I would go ahead and tackle that today. I've actually been away for a week camping. The last video that I posted, it was actually pre-recorded and scheduled, so it feels good to be back and talking about all this stuff again. So I'm just gonna dive right in. I have a lot of setups per usual, a lot of books that I'm working in. So we'll start with the ones that I use as an everyday carry. So I have my planner and my wallet, and this is the Speckled Fawns Dublin leather in the micro size. And this has been great. I've been gravitating towards this particular cover for a while now, so it has definitely gathered some character, and it has patinaed, and it has withstood my purse and that pretty crazy environment that I have going on in there. So it's been dinged up and everything, and I think it just ages beautifully. I'm actually going to be trying a different setup from a different maker. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm getting an Apple Pig, and it should be coming soonish, but I got the Wallet 3 setup, and I'm really excited to play around with that. So I'll be moving into that, but for now, that has been my wallet. And then my planner, this is just a standard size folio from Meadowgate Leather on Etsy. And it's the dark forest or deep forest leather. It's phenomenal. And this used to be quite pristine, but since it's also been living in my purse, it has picked up a lot of scratches, and I personally love that. Yeah, random stuff, and I think it's beautiful. I don't baby my things at all. This setup has been super great. I still have my same two inserts in here, just a blank one for notes and lists and things, and then my monthly calendar that I got from Hobby Lobby. Couldn't love it more. It's just so basic, and I just don't have to spend a lot of time in here, and I think that's just what I was really craving. So these are my everyday carries. And then as far as daily things that I'm dipping into daily, daily journaling and stuff like that, I guess, and some memory keeping, we need to rearrange. Oh my gosh. So I've shown a lot of these covers in some separate videos, but these two are A6. They are both from LeCow. This is the Nude, this is the chocolate leather, and I had these custom made for these specific books. So this is the 5-year Hobonichi. This is what I use for gratitude. And then this is the Midori MD 1-day 1-page diary. And this is what I use for kind of self-care. I mean, it kind of started off as self-care, but it's just kind of a daily thing where I letter, and it's really simple, really basic. And I kind of just think about one thing that I did specifically just for myself on that day, and then I'll kind of try to letter it kind of fancy, maybe, I don't know. So this is definitely getting some patina on it. I dropped some water on it there, and it's gonna stay forever apparently. So really been enjoying these. And a lot of these covers I have had custom made because I just really got into knowing exactly what I want for a specific book. So then I just sought out makers to get, my vision created. So those two are daily, as well as these two. These are from Maker South, and they're for the Hobonichi weeks. This is the, oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, everything will be linked below, so just check there in the description if you want to know details about all these things. This is Wheat Harvest, and this is like Vintage Tan Horsefront, something like that. Love them both. These are like my favorite things right now. I couldn't even tell you why, but I love these. I love holding them. I love getting into these Hobonichi weeks. These are what I'm using for my kids' journals. I journal to my kids. I write them a little love note or something every day. And these are one of the best setups that I have started for myself. So I adore these. These I work in daily as well. And then this is from Maker South. This is the Sunset Oil Tan. This is a 6 size, and it's just a simple folio. And I just have a stalogy and then the Hobonichi weekly supplement. And this is what I use to keep track of like medication dosages and medical care for someone in my family. So I dip into that just to take quick notes when it's pertinent. And then I have a daily journal. So this changes, you know, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I like to switch up sizes and notebooks and everything for my journal. So as I complete a journal, I move into something different. Right now I am in this standard size, and I just cobbled this together. He's called Frank because he's like a Frankenstein. So this I got off Amazon. This piece of leather I sewed on here, which I also got off Amazon. I made this felt folder thing with some wonky pockets in it. And this is the, I wrote this December 2018. It's just a letter to myself. And I just keep it in whatever journal I'm currently in. And I will open it this December. And I think I've already forgotten kind of what I've written to myself. So that will be interesting to open up. I currently am journaling in a junk journal, and this is from Moonside Parlour on Etsy, and it's been an experience. I'll probably have to do a separate video about this. This is my first time in a junk journal, and I know that I'm not using it to its full extent, but it's been a fun little experiment for me, and quite the departure from the Moleskine Expanded that I am coming from. So I have that as a daily thing I work in, and it seems like a lot. This is the setup that I work in the longest, and it doesn't even have to be that long. I can just rapid log what happened during the day if I want and leave it at that. But all of these take just minutes, like 2 minutes a piece for me to just jot down stuff in here. So it's not lengthy, it's just really, really quick, so it doesn't take up much time. So with all of these daily things, I mean, I could spend maybe just 25 minutes on everything. So it's not really time consuming at all. And then I can spend a lot extra time in whatever journal I'm in. So these are the daily things. And I have these other setups that are, they're kind of sporadic. So this is my Traveler's Company, Traveler's Notebook in brown. And I've had this for almost a year now, I guess, but it's my YouTube planner. I just track YouTube things, ideas, like tax information and stuff like that. So this has been a pretty tried and true setup, so I am not changing that at all. This is a LeCow. It's in a wide size, like a Moleskine Kaye size. And this is what I am using for bills and finances. So when I pay the bills every month, I dip into here. I'm currently trying to decide on a different setup for this. It'll be this size, but I'm thinking of maybe trying to design something that will work better for me and hold the things that I want in here better. And I'll probably, you know, end up getting a custom made, maybe from LeCow or something. So we'll see. I'm just slowly taking my time with figuring out what kind of design I want for that. And then this last thing is my homeschool setup, which we're definitely cracking into more now since it's August. This is from the Leather Quill Shop, and this is in the Patriot leather, which I just die for. This leather is so amazing, and they recently got a hold of another batch of the Patriot leather that's less red, and I totally went in with that pre-order and got, I think I got two. I think I got a standard size with a front pocket, and maybe, oh no, I think I got an A6 Traveler's Notebook 2 with a front pocket. So, you know how it is. I can't even deal with myself. So these are the things that are kind of sporadic, but this one is probably going to be more of a daily thing now. So there's those. And the last things are kind of the most recent things that I've added, really sporadic stuff. So this is a Maker South in the Sunset Oil Tan. It's actually the exact same as this medical setup. They're the exact same. And this is a standard size folio. I just have a Midori MD notebook in here that I had cut down at FedEx. It's just a grid. And I threw this together, and this is kind of a like throwaway kind of journal. It's a venting journal. I had some things on my chest that I really needed to get off, and I wrote them in here, really ugly, like full of bad language and all of that stuff that I just really didn't want to keep in my pretty junk journal. So I'll kind of glaze over things in my junk journal, but I really needed to get out some like gory detail, and I did it in here. And I think this is probably something I'm not really gonna keep. It's not something I really want to read back either. It's just to get things off my chest. So this is something that, I mean, it could be a year before I work in here again. So it's just for when I have something to say that I really just don't want to keep in my nicer journal. So that just kind of hangs out in a dark corner of my office. And then this is a Sojourner in the Mitzvah leather. It's the field note size. I actually have an MD notebook in here, and this was B6 slim size, and I trimmed it down kind of to pocket. It's not exactly pocket size. I cut it down to where it would fill this particular cover out perfectly. This is what I'm using as my address book. I have, let me grab it. So I have this really old, really gnarly book that I probably got, like, no kidding, probably like 20 years ago, maybe. Gosh, I'm like really old, but yeah, this is really old, and it's from Barnes and Noble or something. So this was used for a bunch of different things. I mean, it's falling apart, but it's my address book that I've just had forever. So there's lots of stuff crossed out in here and added in. And I thought, I don't know why I haven't transitioned this into its own better leather cover and just got it more streamlined, but I am now. So I am actually in the process of transferring all of the information in here into this smaller, more compact, and much prettier book. So, so this is just a reference book then. It's just gonna sit on my desk, and when I need it, I will reference it. And that is everything that I have in use, even though something like this venting journal isn't going to be in use for like anything regular. So there's no way all this is gonna fit in the same shot, but we will definitely give it a go. And yeah, so I'm thinking that that's not too shabby. I'm thinking for next year, we might as well go ahead and talk about it. I've mentioned before that I'm probably not going to continue this next year. I'd rather give this up, and this is what I was using for self-care, for just like lettering. It was just pretty silly, but I'm enjoying doing it, and I will finish this for this year. But I think I'm going to give this up because I'd rather spend more time being creative in my journal. So I think this is the one that will go for next year, because I can't give up my 5-year. I'm pretty committed to that. And the 2 journals to my kids, I will absolutely not give these up. So it just leaves this guy. And I really, really, really love this diary. And it pains me because I got an email saying that pre-orders were launching for this from a shop on Etsy, I think. And I had to delete that with great pain. And I don't think I'm going to do this. But then I'm on James Luke Burke's Patreon, and he mentioned that he did a Polaroid a day for 1 year. And so now I'm like, oh, I could not do this anymore, but I could add like a Polaroid a day kind of thing. I think I would love that. But that's probably more commitment than it takes to do this, because then I would have to spend time selecting the photo, printing it out. And so I don't know, I'm kind of like in a conundrum. And tonight, Hobonichi will release what that day-free notebook is, or that day-free planner. And it's kind of freaking me out because I went with this whole like monthly layout because I didn't want dated daily pages anymore. And so now I'm like, what is this thing? Is it just going to be like monthlies with blank pages that you can use when you want? Because wow, that would be kind of perfect. So I was really resigned to not getting any Hobonichis for planning next year, but I don't know what this day free thing is. So we'll see if that throws a wrench in my whole plan. Oh, and then also I'll go ahead and tease that I already ordered the Hobonichis for my kids' journals next year. I had to pre-order them on Etsy. So yes, they are custom editions. I'm so excited. Really excited for those, but I'm gonna have to wait like 8 years to get them. So you know how it is. Okay, so that's everything that I am using and really loving. Most of this stuff I started with at the beginning of the year, and you know, they're going to continue into next year. So really, really happy about that. But yeah, so check the description for any information on any of these covers or books. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.